Okay, you guys, this is our next little YouTube video. I'm a firm believer in protecting yourself on the job. There are all kinds of ways to do this: PPE, personal protective equipment, whether it be eyewear, certain type of shoes, even certain type of clothing for your particular application, what kind of job you're doing, stuff like that. One of the ones I don't see discussed enough is gloves. I'm 57 and a half years old, more than that. I'll be 58 very soon. In some places I'm considered a senior citizen after 55. Over here I can actually get a senior citizen discount once in a while in certain places. And yeah, us old school guys, we're not used to using gloves. We don't necessarily like them. And the more I force myself to use them, the more I find the need for them, especially in inclement weather like cold weather, where it's icy and rainy, stuff like that. You need gloves. I'm gonna suggest, like one of my previous videos, having a light. You can't have enough lights in your car, in your house, on your iPhone app, whatever it is, in your truck, in your workplace, backup lighting, all kinds of different lighting. Same thing applies to gloves. I'm gonna move everything out of the way, start one by one, to give you a general description of what has worked for me in the past, what is working for me now, and what definitely has not worked for me. Okay, so these are really good, these KIncos, and they don't cost that much. We'll get into that in a bit. Okay, start with these first. These get the camera the right way, I'm sorry. These are made by North Face. I've had these for over 20 years. I got a rip in there. Yeah, well, the palm pad is coming off on there a little bit. They're extremely light, they're extremely comfortable. It has a windstopper material, and it basically has hollow fibers similar to tinseling or feathers or materials like that. And this is what makes it very light and actually holds them warm because it has a pocket in there. Okay, they have not fallen apart yet, not entirely anyway. And these are great to have. Oh, there's a hole there. These are great to have in the car. And I'm not sure who makes these anymore. I'm sure these were 30 bucks, which I thought was crazy overpriced in those days, but they're still here. And they still do the job, and they still have the finger protection and the palm protection and the thumb protection for when I have to get the job done, changing a tire in the job. Really nice way to go. Even inclement weather, if these get wet, your hands are not going to entirely freeze right away. You hopefully have enough warmth. I can't use the word warmth, but they don't get cold enough where you can actually get your job done. I've had a set of these that were twice as thick as these. They were from a different company, similar material. I forget the name of this. It was definitely a windstopper like this, and it was twice as heavy. And even when those got wet, those worked adequately for me to get through the job. Whether it be a half an hour, hour later, and I was surprised, even in inclement weather. So these are nice. If you have something like this and you're able to put one of those military sleeves that fit over it, where they're totally waterproof, you're good to go. I don't care what the weather is. They do make some really nice military gloves with wool liners and stuff like that, where you can use in the winter. I haven't had a set for a long time, and they're not quite as dexterous, so this is why I have these, and I've had them for a very long time, and I can highly speak for them from 20 years ago. I don't know what's out today. The density on these is very good. The density on the new ones just kind of fall apart. So you gotta really know what you're looking at and take your time. Okay, it's hard to shop for these online. It's hard to shop for the fit. Going in the store, you're paying this kind of money. Way to go. Okay, highly approved, but they're hard to find. They're old. I still have them, and I still use them. Okay. Next set, at least a year and a half old. Milwaukee Demolition, $25. Again, I thought they were overpriced. When I described them in my original video, I went to the store looking for a pair of electrician's gloves where I could work electricity, so I'm not touching anything if it's live. Whether it be on an outlet, a switch, a fixture, wiring inside a sub panel, a service panel, relays, you name it. 240 disconnect, contactor on HVAC. I'm kind of nervous guy because I know I can't see the electricity. I don't care what kind of tools I have, so I always use a little extra caution. These gloves have held up really nicely. I think a small rip here, I pulled a little piece of tape, so I'm a cheapskate, so what? But they're still holding up. A year and a half later, using at least 2.5 days a week. For heavy trash, we got a 30-yard container back there that we throw trash in twice a week, and moving stuff, furniture, regular work stuff, whatever it is. I've been using these for at least a year and a half, and they're still holding up nicely. Have a little fingertip thing here and here for your cell phone, so you can kind of swipe your cell phone. Kind of cool. They make a lesser version of this. This is the $25 version, and these hold up really good. Zero complaints. I really like these. The fit is also outstanding. I'm American large, and the fit on the first one I showed you, the North Face, and these, perfect. Zero issues, okay? Now, if you have long, lanky fingers, you might find these maybe a little tight in the fingers. I'm not sure. I'm a short, stocky guy, so my fingers are not that long. They may look long on the video, but they're really not that long. Next set. 2 sets here from Milwaukee. I just got these, and I've been trying them out, and I want you to see them because they're kind of interesting. They're both uniquely different at about the same price, about $15 a piece. If I'm wrong on the price, I apologize. I hope to put links in. I don't know about the North Face, but definitely the Milwaukee Demolition. These two are in the video, in the description, so you guys can take a look for yourself, see what you think, see what you like. Now, these guys said that around here it should be 9-inch measurement. I'm measuring about 9.5 on my hand, so mine's a little bit chubby, a little bit wide. I'm short and stocky, and I guess that's what it is. And they felt kind of tight when I first got them. They felt so tight I didn't want to put them on. It actually took me some time to actually kind of break them in a little bit, and now I almost got them broken in. I think I've tried these like maybe use them like 4 times, put them on and off like 10 times to try to break them in a little bit, wear them a little bit. They're almost there. Fingers are hair long on these. For me. For other guys, they'll probably be perfect. Okay, they make other gloves just like this that are a little bit more comfortable than this. The selling point on these are 5 times cut resistant, level 5, cut level 5, excuse me. And that is a big deal for me. I'm dealing with all this trash, glass and stuff like that, and I'm trying to get myself, if it's going to cut through the glove, it cuts through the glove more so than it cuts through me not having gloves. So that is the idea with it. And they're also lightweight, and they have a nice dexterous part if I'm working on electricity, similar to the Milwaukee's, but these actually fit better. These are a little stiff for me because of that cut level 5 resistance. Something for you guys to look at, to notice, okay? I think you guys would like these if you're using gloves every day. And the more you use it, the more comfortable they get. But at first they felt really tight around here on the fingers, but now they're starting to loosen up and they're starting to feel great. Okay, so something to be aware about. If you get these, they're going to be tight. Giving you a heads up. Okay, next set. These are cut level 3. Why would I have a cut level 5 and a cut level 3? These are a winter version. And a few things I really like here, and one thing that's a little bit annoying. Same thing, tight. I was like, hey, mother. Why is it gotta be a mother to get on? Same thing, tight. Once I got them on and started using them, they were perfect. They work really good. Not as dexterous as the other first 3 I just showed you. Definitely a very nice plush. I heard one guy say that the material inside falls apart. Maybe a little bit came out when I first started using them from breaking in. Right now, no real issues on these at all. Okay, they're real nice. I love the extra rubber here, and it has a different feel on the rubber. More smoother and more textured on the palm, so you get a slightly better grip. This is nice, the waistband here where you can run your coat over it. A little bit added warmth for winter. So these are rated cut level 3. And this is the winter version. I believe the same price, $15. If I'm wrong on the price, I apologize. But I will put the links below, and I'm very happy with all the gloves I showed you so far. The first two are the most comfortable. The third one is needs some breaking, and this definitely needs some breaking also. Okay, my hands are a little bit wide. Okay, hopefully you guys get that picture. Okay, they're a little bit wide, and that's probably why I need to break in for these gloves. But they are breaking in. Again, used them about 3 times, tried them on about 6-7 times, and they're starting to break in. I like these, even for weather like 50 degrees and below, where the water feels cool and you don't want to get your fingers wet. These are really nice, and they're not too thick where you don't have some dexterity. If you got to change a tire, if I said that right, sorry. Somebody will correct me and say you said that wrong, Vic. That's okay. I'm good with that. Correct me, no problem. But these are really, really nice, and also having that extra cut level 3 resistance is a nice deal with these. For the money, I don't know if you guys are gonna do better. If you guys have your own video up, you have a set that you really like that works for you, you know, put the link below. I don't care. Show everybody what you got. Okay, now we go into these guys, which is the pack gloves you kind of buy. Very similar, you buy in the store. Usually has dipped fingers and palm, and they work better than nothing. Okay, you can get these single for a few dollars, or you can get them in a pack for maybe $10-15, depending upon the manufacturer. Something is better than nothing. Okay, you're looking at it as you're cutting the glove more than you're cutting your skin. Can save you from an infection. Can save you from cutting really something bad, like a vein or something, or even a nerve. Now you're going to lose feeling in somewhere in your hand or one of your fingers. Okay, so yes, use gloves. Okay, be smart. Okay, now we got some gloves for more winter. Let's try these first right here. These are supposed to be the creme de la creme for winter use. And I really hate to say what I'm going to say right now, but they totally suck. In dry weather, I guess they do good. They have a nice, comfortable fit. They're very lightweight. I think they have a little white pad here, another little pad right here, a different style white pad, little pockets to put money in, stuff like that. So why do they suck so much? They ripped right there. They're not waterproof at all. My first shoes out, my hands got wet so quick, and it says Gore-Tex on there. Not sure where I got these. I'll never buy them again. Try to find something that has really good ratings. Amazon is a good research site. Even if you don't like Amazon, they have a lot of information, a lot of reviews on there. In the old days where I used to get my stuff, EMS, Eastern Mountain Sporting Goods, a store called Paragon in New York City, Campmore in New Jersey, C-A-M-P-M-O-R, C-A-M-P-M-O-R, I believe Campmore. That's pronounced correctly. These, don't remember exactly where I got these. Look great, feel great, nice and light, have enough dexterity. Whatever, that's probably said that wrong here, so somebody correct me. Gotta look that up. Put that in the comments. Didn't work for shit. And I really hate to say that. Good company. I don't know if I got a defective pair or what. Somebody didn't do their job in the factory. I won't never be buying a pair of those again. These are some cheapos. I don't know where I got these. I picked these up. Did I ever luck out? These are waterproof. They say Dinsolate on the outside. Hopefully you got that, okay. They weren't very much. Well, they do have a tear on there. Right there, excuse me. But these are great backup. They were good. And now that I got that cut level 3, these are going to be my 2 winter gloves. Actually, I got a third one I got to show you. I showed you in the beginning, but I didn't discuss it very much. These fit good. They're lightweight. They keep my fingers warm. They do get wet after a while, but it takes at least an hour or so of serious work outside. So it's nice to have a backup pair if you put these in your car for winter. Okay. For the money so far, these are the best for quick and dirty. These are one of the best for outside, and I don't remember the manufacturer on here. This just says a label, and they work good. So I keep these around, and I kind of hide my stuff in the summertime so nobody gets access to it. That's why I still got them. All right, last pair for today for now. Actually, I got 2 more pairs. I'm sorry. You guys seen gloves like this where they were cotton dipped in rubber you use outside? These are uniquely slightly different. They're actually made for using a power drum snake that has a refill like 1/4 inch, 5/16, 3/8, or even larger. A really big one, really big machine. You can use these. You can hold a snake and it'll slide through the glove without ripping the glove apart or without gripping, and your hands and your fingers won't get stuck and wrapped in it, and you won't break something, and you'll be able to push the refill, the snake, in the drain line and stuff like that. So these are specific type glove. You have welder's gloves, you have all kinds of different gloves. Maybe you guys can put it in the comments what you use for your particular activity, profession. That would be nice, so we get a better understanding of what works for you. Not necessarily the ones I'm putting out here, but at least the fact that you have gloves. That is the whole point of the video, that you use gloves. Okay, not using them like the old days. It was a time, yeah, I use a 1/4 inch refill with my hand, my bare hands, and it would grip me once in a while, but not all the time. Didn't really get any blisters, but I get nice pull, and I would feel a little redness and maybe even a bruise. But using gloves, especially on something like this, like power equipment, yeah, good idea. Okay, so there are many specific type gloves out there that you guys should be aware of for different type of professions and activities. These are the highest rated gloves I've seen for the money, for $25. Probably 2 years back. I haven't had a chance to use them. If I was up north, I would have used them more. They're supposed to be waterproof and definitely have some thin slit, have nice palms. You guys can see it. I don't know if they're still $25 because they're supposed to be really good. From the impression I got from YouTubers, that's a staple in there. I never took that out. That they use these in ski resorts or places where they ski. They're highly rated. They're a little difficult to get on. Probably going to take a break-in period. And they're a little bit long on the fingers for me. But if I'm out there in the winter and I want the best protection I can get for the money, this would be a set to consider. Okay? I think you guys would like these. I understand leather shrinks when it gets wet. And if you get salt on it, forget it. It can really deform and all kinds of stuff, and you won't be able to use them again. So I guess if you get these all cooked up, you probably have to clean them a little bit. And maybe you have to treat them. They do sell treatment for this glove to keep it supple. I'm not you, but I'm sure if this company's still in business, you guys will see that information on there for the treatment of the gloves that they sell. Very inexpensive, highest rated gloves I've seen for winter work outside. The Milwaukee's are more dexterous. These are going to be more waterproof, I believe. I'm not positive about that, but they got an extremely high rating. I want you guys to see them. Okay, now that we're finishing up with the gloves, you guys got all kinds of ideas, and you want to put your IDs in there. I'm good with that. You want to show me your video that you put up that works for you and others, appreciate it. But before we go, if you're using gloves, I'm going to say most of the time you're going to need a pair of these. Don't forget your eyes also, okay? Important, okay? Whatever it is you use, if you're a welder, full mask. If you do intricate stuff, even with a Dremel tool, you should probably have glasses and something with a magnifying glass on there. if you're driving at night, or you're a truck driver, or you're driving at daytime, you need polarized glasses, or you need readers, stuff like that. Don't forget these, okay? I don't know what else to put in the video because this is all very important stuff. And I'll see you guys in the next one, alright? Bye.